Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidina Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Alhamdulillah, today I think Anik has already announced Eid Day. Eid will be on Monday. So we will do our Eid prayers at Neil McDougall Park in Como. Um, weather, inshallah, will be beautiful on that day. Um, the forecast seems to be very hot until Friday, and then it cools down on Saturday, and Sunday is 30 degrees maximum. Monday is 31 degrees maximum. So I think 31 degrees will be in the afternoon. So in the morning will be nice. People will come in their beautiful Eid dresses, not covered in their puffy jackets and uh, all thick clothings. So inshallah, we'll see all of you on Monday at Neil McDougall Park. Takbir will start at 8. We'll set up around 7:30 in the morning, and then Takbir will start at 8, and 8:30 we start our Eid prayers. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam encouraged everyone to go out for Eid prayers. That is why he did not do it in the masjid. He did it in an open space. If you go to Medina, not far from Masjid Nabawi, there's a masjid called Masjid Al-Ghamam or Masjidul Eid. During the time of the Prophet, the masjid was not there. There was just an open space, and that was where the Prophet used to do his Eid prayer. There are restrictions with regards to ladies entering masjid during menstruation, but since it is done out in the open, so the Prophet told everyone whether you can pray or you can't pray, just come, because it is a day of celebration. Add to the merriment, the more the merrier. So that's going to be on Monday. On Saturday, we're going to have our usual community iftar. And then on Sunday, we're still going to be here. We just have a potluck iftar. And then Eid Takbir. Usually, we have sparklers for the children. We'll see. We have to check. Is sparklers allowed during fire ban? I'm not too sure about that. Yeah? Yeah, so yeah, so is that considered, because if it's a fire ban now, you're not allowed to have campfires, but you're still allowed to have your stove out to cook. In a total fire ban, you're not even allowed to have your stove, and so we'll have to check closer to time. And because it's a very hot week this week, so I'm not sure what's happening on Sunday, but we'll have our iftar here together, a potluck iftar on that day. All right, inshallah, we continue our study of Surah Al-An'am. Well, sorry, just a final reminder about Eid. As we are getting excited for Eid, don't forget that we are still in Ramadan. So the nights are still the nights of Ramadan, the last 10 nights of Ramadan, the hunt for Laylatul Qadr is still going on. All right, inshallah, we continue our study of Surah Al-An'am, especially we come to the passage of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And yesterday we spoke about how Prophet Ibrahim, taught us the balance between reason and revelation. Reason is logical thinking when it comes to our religion, and then you have revelation to guide us to the right path. And through reason, Prophet Ibrahim established you can come to the conclusion of what is not God, but you will not find Allah without revelation, without guidance. There is an interesting book about, it's a philosophical book that was written. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. I can't remember the title of the book. It was I was just remembering it just now. But basically, the book is about a mental experiment, a thought experiment. If someone were to be born in a deserted island, he's the only person. Is that person going to grow up to be to worship one God, or is that person going to be continuously searching? So the conclusion is that that when you are born in a deserted island and you don't have any interaction and no guidance to worship Allah, you will not come to the conclusion of worshipping Allah. You will continue to wonder. But there are certain things that it will be innate in you. For instance, you don't need anyone to tell you that kindness is nice. Being sharing is a good thing. Someone taking something that is yours is not a good thing. So stealing is bad. So you don't need revelation to actually tell you that stealing is bad. You don't need revelation to tell you that murder is bad. You will instinctively know that is part of our fitrah. Our fitrah will also search for God. Where did we come from? Where did all this come from? But we need revelation to tell us this is where it come from. The wonderment, the wondering nature is in us. And our mind will be able to tell us as we are wondering. We may think like, hang on, this tree is big and majestic. Maybe this is God. But our mind will be able to tell us through a bit of thinking to say that the tree can't be God. You will continue in that in that process until you get revelation to tell you that Allah is God. And how to worship Allah requires revelation. Now Ibrahim alayhi salam then on and when he spoke about the kawkab, he spoke to his people, look at the Jupiter, look at the moon, and all these things will set and disappear. And if it set and disappear, then it cannot be God. And Prophet Ibrahim said, La illam yahdini Rabbi, had it not been for the guidance of my master, of Allah, I would have been from among those who are misguided. And then he said, فَلَمَّا رَأَى الشَّمْسِ. Now when he sees the sun, بَازِغَةً, and sun is bright, and this is, he says, قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي هَذَا أَكْبَرُ. This is my Lord, and this is the biggest. Now the thing is, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he being the one of the most intelligent human being, he would have known that the sun would rise and the sun would set and so on. Although Prophet Ibrahim most probably did not speak Arabic, he did not speak Arabic by most accounts, but you see the precision of grammatical error in the way Allah narrate this story. But when it comes to the sun, for those of you who speak Arabic, then you see that there is what appears to be a grammatical mistake, because ash-shams is mu'annath. Shams is female. Everything has a gender in Arabic. It's just like French. Moon is mudhakkar, it's male. The sun is mu'annath. So ash-shams is mu'annath. Ash-shamsu bazighatan. It's not bazighan. But then when he says hada Rabbi, hada akbar, this male is my Lord. This male is greater. Why is there then an apparent what on the surface appears like a grammatical mistake? Why did Prophet Ibrahim not use the female pronoun for the sun? Why the shift to male? Now this is because Prophet Ibrahim was not actually addressing the sun. Hada Rabbi hada Akbar. He's talking about Allah. And when we address Allah in the Arabic language, we use the mudhakkar form. So when he's saying that, look at the sun, this is big. But he's not saying the sun is my Lord. He's saying that Allah is my Lord and Allah is greater than all this. And this is why you have the switch from female to male within the same sentence. Now, this is what we call in Arabic. This is called tawriyah. Tawriyah is to say something else that may have double meaning, and the person may assume something else when you intend something else. Tawriyah is not lying. Tawriyah is just a play of words. We see that Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq using this technique when he was doing hijrah with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He accompanied the Prophet during the Prophet's hijrah, and along the way, Sayyidina Abu Bakr met an old friend. The old friend knew Abu Bakr but didn't know the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he asked Abu Bakr, who's this man? Abu Bakr did not want to say this is Prophet Muhammad, because there was a bounty on the head of Prophet Muhammad. It was 100 camels, dead or alive. So that was a risk. But Abu Bakr did not want to lie. So what did Abu Bakr say? Abu Bakr said, this is my guide on the path. So the man thought that Prophet Muhammad is guiding Abu Bakr on his journey through the desert. But what Abu Bakr meant was, this is my guide to the path to Allah. So he wasn't lying. He was saying, what he stated was true. He said, this is my murshid, this is fit tariq, this is my murshid in the path, my guide in the path. And the man thought that he hired a guide through the desert. But Abu Bakr meant something else. Abu Bakr did not lie. So when you get into a sticky situation, don't lie, be creative, and use double speak. So Prophet Ibrahim here is using the same technique. He's saying that Hada Rabbi Hada Akbar, because he cannot use the word great to the Son. It's just to any of this creation when it comes to to being God. And then he said, "Falamma afalat." Again, it transitions to female. It's not falamma afal, it's falamma afalat. So Prophet Ibrahim knew what he was doing. It wasn't a grammatical mistake. It was purposely done to point that I am not talking about the moon, not talking about the Jupiter, I'm not talking about the sun. I'm talking about Allah. فَلَمَّا أَفَلَتْ قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِّمَّا تُشْرِكُونَ. Oh my people, I bail myself out. I set myself free from the shirk that you are committing. I have nothing to do with the shirk that you are committing. Now, this phrase, Inni bari'um mimma tushrikun, this is the second time we encountered this in this surah. The first time we encountered was in ayah number 19, where Allah commanded Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam to say, "Qul innama huwa ilahu wahid wa innani bari'um mimma tushrikun." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told to say, indeed, Allah is the one, true God, one God.